Hey guys, it's Emil. This time there's a guy from the Facebook group Kickstarter Best Practice who posted a campaign draft, and instead of just sharing the feedback with him, I decided to make another video. So hopefully you can get inspired and get a few tips yourself. Okay, the first thing I want to say, it's a very nice cover art. I can see it runs through the campaign, so that's fine. When we go down here, there's a lot of text, and basically I think that what I would really like to get at this point, when I've come this far, is to get a few data on the game. I can see it's written in here in the text, like it's a Euro style board game for 2 to 6 people, but if I have to read all this to get a few informations, like each game takes about an hour plus 15 minutes for each player. I think I would like to get something just like this, a quick overview, and maybe some other infographic telling me, a few things that is nice to know. If you have anything else you want to point out at the beginning, because it's a lot of text, and you know how it is with catching people's attention. Yeah. Okay. Here there's going to be an image, super duper, and you also listed the components. You can always think about listing these components within the picture so you can save some space instead of having it written 2 times. Okay, there's something about the wording, and I don't know if that's through the entire campaign or something, but it's something I also tend to do myself, which is just it doesn't really make sense to point these things out for a backer. But here it says Asteroid Miner will be professionally manufactured in China. Professionally, I mean, I don't expect it to be made by amateurs. Like, when things are not deviating from the standards, I don't think it's essential to write, and especially not something like this. So cutting out these words that just makes it seem like, we want to portray the things better than we might hope it to be, can seem quite odd. So I would try to leave out things that are obvious or that you would expect from the standard. Okay, let's get further here. Then there is something game concept or game mechanics or gameplay. Maybe it seems like the concept would be the overall things. Here you talk about phases, and the phase is something within the gameplay. Or maybe it's a specific game mechanic you want to emphasize, but it's not really the concept, at least not how I think of it. I think the concept is the overall umbrella that describes the game. But yeah, that's just me. You can take it or leave it. Okay, you have some characters here. A miner, a captain, agent. I expect it to be these guys here. So you're writing it up here, and then you have the picture here. Like, this is where I would really like to use something different, to put it in the picture itself here. I just have some examples from other Kickstarter campaigns. It doesn't really matter which ones, but to put in the names and the illustrations you have, and then put in the abilities they do. Also, even though it's not a game component in that regard, it's just a very nice way to display it, and easier and nicer to read. So you might want to think about doing that, making a graphical layout of these 5 persons, and then write in their abilities. Yeah. Bum bum bum. The rules here, yeah, you can download the rules. You could just make this a title that says download rules and then let the picture link to the rules. You don't really have to have it both as a link, and that's up to you. Again, it's those small spots where you can save some words and save some space. Yeah, let's get further. Previews. Yep, nice, and there will be some previews. That's cool, with videos and all. And it makes good sense to put them after the gameplay and rules. Project goal. Okay, I will return to that later on. Pledge levels. Yeah, here you write a lot, and here I would probably use some visual effects again to convey what your message is. Like this one. Like this is just an example, and then you could write the pounds and then the dollars and the euros respectively. Just an example again. So it just makes it easier to look at and to read through, and also more appealing. I really want the one that has this nice graphics, and it just makes it stand out and lets it be more inviting for people. Okay, I will just touch on something I've touched on in the other video I did, and also something I've told a lot of other people, is that I think many people structure their campaign just as they go along, which means that some things just gets mixed up. You have your pledge levels here, and then you go to stretch goals, but these are not related. Of course, they have to do with the project and the overall economics, and this is what a backer will put in. But you have the shipping info here, so put shipping info up underneath the pledge levels, because these are directly related. No matter if you have shipping or not, like you want to put in the information, but put it where people will look for the money they have to spend on the game. Stretch goals doesn't have anything to do with how much they will spend on the game. This is an overall goal that just intrigues us to follow the campaign and maybe pledge some more, but it doesn't relate to what it is you actually get at the moment. So at least I would not put it next to each other, especially not splitting up something essential as shipping info. So yeah. And this also this is also where I would put you have the about us. This is where I would put the project goal. Like put them together. Project goal and about us is something that is connected, because it has to it's all about you. It's all about you. What is your goal? What do you have of thoughts about this project? What have you put in the project? And this is where you define yourself a bit more specifically. So don't split it up and put pledges and all other kind of things in between. Like put these things together, so people, when they go to look for something specific, they can kind of figure out where it is based on where the other things are. Like previews, perfect, it's right underneath the rules, because what is the other things? If I look at the rules, I wonder how this plays out. Okay, previews, super cool. I can see how it plays out. So put these things together. Yep. Here you have some Facebook thing and some Twitter. Make some links for that and make them visually appealing. Like just use the Facebook logos, Twitter logo, whatever they have, these icons, and so people can click those and go directly to your Facebook page and so on. Okay, the next thing here is the pledge levels. As I said before, put in the other amounts. You have the campaign in pounds, then put in the dollars, but also put in the euro. Those three goes together well, and it's just a nice addition for people who are concerned about how much they expect to use in the game, spend on the game. I did it here for my campaign, and I just put it in afterwards, and I just had all three of them again so people could see them next to each other. Okay, and then the final thing, you have some different things here about early bird and stuff, and people have pros and cons on this matter. I will not go into details on these things, but I will say I don't think it's nice to take £3 for nothing and you receive a thank you message. That's, you know, that's also kind of implied in every pledge level, but maybe just give them the high resolution cover art you have here, you know, for £1. You know, give people something, just so people want to put down this £1, and then they get something nice for their desktop or whatever. It's just the least we can do as project creators, is to give everyone something in return, and just a little thing, but you know, access to the project updates, everyone gets that if they pledge, and of course everyone also get our thanks in the end. So I'm not a fan of putting up pledge levels which isn't worth anything other than the pledge itself, because that's where we go into donation and not where it's initially a reward based, like Kickstarter is a reward based platform, right? So yeah, I think that's about it. I would probably structure the layout of the pledge level so it looks a bit more neat and easier to overview, because it can quickly get very crowded. So yeah, other than that, best of luck with the campaign, and hopefully everyone has getting some inspiration out of it. So have a great day.